Audio Jungle.
Hi there everyone, Bad Raven here with you today. I just got done watching a trailer on my computer of Stranger Things Season 2. Now I know I'm a movie channel and my motto is everything movies, and this is a TV show that I'm going to talk about to you right now. It's a TV show though that's really captured my attention big time because of season 1. And you know I always talk about the 80s. And this show is the 80s. I know it's filmed now, but the setting is the 80s. And the Duffer Brothers, the one that do this show, are, batting 1,000 with me. Because they've taken everything I love about the 80s and put it into the show. And it's got the sci-fi, it's got the horror, it's got the coming of age. It's got everything that I've always talked about in my other reviews. So I am going to review this trailer for season 2. It's on Netflix. And right now Netflix is really coming up with some great content for their channel, network, whatever you want to call it. Cable killer network, Netflix. And when I saw the first season take off, I was very skeptical about the show. People were, comparing it to some of the classic movies I love, like E.T. and the Stephen King movies, and all this rolled into one. And it was everything they said it was. I kind of thought watching it, but when I watched the first season, I told my family and they all got hooked. It's kind of show you just start watching and you get hooked. The story just pulls you in. And the way Netflix does it, you can watch the whole season in one setting if you want to. Not like the old days when I used to tell my son that we had to wait a week for the next episode to come out and you were like on the edge of your seat wanting to know what happened. This one, you can just go one right after the other methodically, watching each episode, and each episode pulls you into the next episode, and you're always like sitting there saying, "Oh, I gotta watch this next one." And you might be 3 episodes in. That's 3 hours because they're like an hour each episode, and you have to make yourself stop because you get physically tired of watching it for that long. So I've been patiently waiting for anything to do with season 2 to be released. Now that they have released the trailer for it, my son and I sat down and watched it. And I rewatched it just a second ago before I did this video to refresh my memory. But what I'm going to tell you is my thoughts on the trailer for season 2. Now all your stars are going to be back. You got Millie Bobby Brown as 11, Gaten Matarazzo, I don't know if I pronounced it wrong, sorry. He plays Dustin. Winona Ryder, Joyce. She's from all the 80 movies that I remember from my childhood. Finn Wolfhard as Mike. He's going to be in the It movie. It's coming out in September. Natalie Dyer is Nancy. David Harbour is Chief Hopper. Charlie Heaton is Jonathan, and I didn't know anything about him. I've never seen him in anything, and if he was been anything before the original show, it's a surprise to me because, he's a great talent, which all of these actors are great talents, don't get me wrong. I just, he stuck out with me because he had a very distinct acting way he has, and I really wanted to point that out. Matthew Modine is Dr. Martin Brenner. But you also have Joe Keery as Steve, and I'm a Steve, so he's got a soft spot right there for him already. Noah Schnapp as Will, Caleb McLean as Lucas, and it is chock full of all the originals from that. So basically the whole cast is back as far as I can tell from the trailer. But the trailer begins in the place that I can understand why people don't get this right when they start doing a show about the 80s or anything to that nature, is the arcade. The 80s, we stayed at the arcade. If we could be there 24/7, we would be at the arcade. So I was pleasantly surprised when the opening of the Stranger Things 2 trailer starts out with the boys in the arcade. And not only that, they're playing Dragon Slayer. I mean, that was the ultimate game in the 80s because it was so daggone hard to beat. And if you've ever played it, that classic game, you'll know what I'm talking about. I couldn't even get past the first, level. But it was an awesome game because it's like a cartoon. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. But they're starting there, and that is really cool because you see the kids cutting up and going on like we all did when we were young at the arcade. And all of a sudden, you see Will is like, got done playing the game, the Dragon Slayer game, and he's like, his friends are talking amongst themselves, and he's like, snapped into the upside down. The arcade is turned into the upside down, and he's the only one there. The door flies open. He walks outside. There's like a storm coming of some sort, and he sees a humongous, looks like spider-like creature in the sky. I don't say a spider for sure, but it's just got a lot of legs on it, and it's like looking at him. And then his friends snap him out of it. And then it starts showing the school setting. And what's really cool, they have the Vincent Price a dialogue from the Thriller song of Michael Jackson playing in the background. Michael Jackson singing, and he's doing Vincent Price is doing his little monologue. And it's showing all the different scenes of pumpkins being destroyed and eaten by something. And they're showing the kids dressed up for Halloween, and it pops up Halloween as the time period this is set is another great thing for any horror fan. And they are all dressed up like Ghostbusters, and it's got something to do with, it shows one of the storage containment things where they store the ghost jumping around and them trying to figure out what's going on with that, and it shows Will being tested, and it shows people recording them like the government agency did in the last one. So that's why I think they'll probably have that one Matthew Modine still in that one as Dr. Martin Brenner. They'll probably have him in it too because they showed somebody listen to that, and it looks like there's a creature that's tearing up the town. There's blood. It shows stained blood places on the chairs, and Will having a really rough time. And as I was saying from the thing, from the trailer, it just really nails the 80s feel, the 80s style. The Duffer Brothers, who are behind all these, behind this series, the writers, Matt Duffer and Ross Duffer, they are just tremendous in this show. And that's why I put it on this channel, even though like I said, I was movie oriented. It's like a movie to me. It's like one of the best 80s movies you could watch to me. So I really, the trailer gave it just enough to show that it's going to be a heck of a fight between this next Demogorgon or whatever they're going to call it, and it's going to be an ultimate battle. It looks like, and it even shows Eleven at the very end of it. I didn't think they was going to do a cameo of her in it or not, but they do show her in the Upside Down breaking back into the school where she disappeared last. So it's just got everything that I'm dying to see. I'm hoping that to get to watch it the day when it comes out. We're going to try to do a family get together to be able to watch it all together, so we can be able to experience. So somebody won't know what the other one knows, but the way our schedules are and stuff, I don't know if that'll work out. But we're definitely going to sit down. We're not going to sit down and watch them all back to back to back. We're going to watch a few episodes, kind of enjoy it. But we know that social media and everything like that, it's going to be hard not to try to see it before somebody spoils something on the internet, because that's what they always do. If you just turn on the computer or your phone, it'll have a big say, oh, this happened in Stranger Things too, and it'll ruin the whole thing. So we're going to try to watch it before we can get it spoiled. So I just wanted to tell you that the trailer looks awesome. Watch the trailer, see what you think. If you like the first one, you're going to love the second one. I'd just like to say thank you for watching the video today. I appreciate it. Remember the question videos out there. If you have any questions for the Bad Raven, go to that and leave a comment, and I will answer those questions about the middle of October. So we'll let you go, and always remember, the Bad Raven is your friend, and we're looking out for you, and we'll let you go, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.